Thank you, Madam Speaker. This is the final amendment to the bill, which will not kill the bill or send it back to committee. If adopted, the bill will immediately proceed to final passage as amended. Madam Speaker, I commend Chairman Lucas and Ranking Member Peterson for their bipartisan leadership of our committee. Their pragmatic work together across the aisle is exactly what the American people expect but so rarely get from this Congress. I am proud to serve with them and all of our colleagues on the Agriculture Committee, Republican and Democrat, to address the issues important to rural America and to communities all across our country. This includes reauthorizing the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, the sheriff overseeing much of Wall Street. Every day, the CFTC defends the Main Street businesses and middle-class families from the same reckless behavior that crashed our economy just a few years ago. We must reauthorize the CFTC and ensure that the cops on the beat have the authority they need to protect our farmers, consumers, investors, and retirees from fraud and abuse by the very worst actors on Wall Street. Now, don't get me wrong, this bill is far from perfect. My amendment would address some of its flaws, including its failure to address the prospect of soaring energy prices facing American consumers, which should be a top priority for the CFTC. Madam Speaker, when gas prices spike, they immediately hit the pocketbook of every consumer, especially the constituents that I represent in New Hampshire's North Country and communities all across our state, some of which are already paying close to $4 per gallon of gasoline. When Americans pull up to the pump, they deserve to pay a fair price and not be gouged because of excessive speculation. My amendment would help keep gas prices in check by requiring that the CFTC use its full authority to immediately curb excessive speculation and price distortion in economic markets. In addition, this amendment would require the CFTC to report when companies move their operations abroad simply to avoid the rules governing U.S. markets. When companies relocate their headquarters or outsource jobs to evade consumer protections, the American people deserve to know. And finally, my amendment would ensure that foreign businesses comply with U.S. laws to prevent fraud and manipulation in our markets. American companies must already follow anti-fraud and anti-manipulation rules which protect consumers and the integrity of our markets. Surely, we can all agree that foreign companies must also follow the same safeguards against fraud and abuse that apply to American companies. So let's put partisanship aside and give the Sheriff of Wall Street the backup it needs to protect Main Street. Let's vote to keep gas prices in check for the middle class, for families all across this country. Let's vote to hold companies accountable when they outsource jobs. And let's vote to prevent foreign firms from defrauding our constituents. Let's vote for my amendment. Thank you, Madam Speaker, and I yield back the balance of my time.